ask you to lower this flag, please?
Why is that?
Because the club are not politically sided either way.
Yeah, but
So
it was
what
okay
they-
when it was the Ukraine goal, wasn't
I
it?
absolutely agree with you. That's what the argument we've had. But we've been asked to bring these flags down, please, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. I appreciate your help.
Liverpool's 3-0 win over Forest was overshadowed by a fan lifting a Palestine flag and then being asked to lower it. This follows Liverpool's Europa League match on October 26, where a fan was escorted out of Anfield for sporting a Palestine hoodie along with a flag. A far cry from Athletic Bilbao fans in Spain.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more!
In Liverpool, like many places around the world, protests and marches were conducted, including in London, where nearly 100,000 protesters took to the streets. Other locations in the UK include Manchester, Glasgow, and Belfast. The British capital saw a rally for its third straight weekend. 1 week ago, the star of Liverpool Football Club, Mohamed Salah, released this video on his Instagram. He has 63 million followers. The Remove fan would post this picture and write, "Last night, the club that I've adored since I was 5 has broken me. Everything I thought we stood for felt like a farce. So much for You'll Never Walk Alone and freedom of speech. I travel up to 3 hours for every home game, even when I can't get a ticket, just to be in the city for the game." Before we read his statement further, recall this. On October 21st, 5 days prior to the UEFA Europa League clash at Anfield, a pair of Palestine flags were spotted. A banner read, "For God's sake, save Gaza." Prior to kickoff, many could see the message laid out in black and white. This clearly irked not just the club, but the Premier League, because they banned flags from both Palestine and Israel amid the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Liverpool's official statement to season ticket holders would read, "In addition to Anfield's long-standing flag policy and following consultation with safety and security experts, it has been determined that Israeli and Palestinian flags should not be permitted to be displayed at football matches for the foreseeable future, and the same approach can be applied to other displays, banners, clothing, or scarves identified as pro-Israeli or pro-Palestinian or related to the current crises."
It appears the Remove fan was forced to sit in the cold because he had to have his hoodie removed to return.
At this moment of time, I feel like never coming back. All I did was show solidarity to my people who have and are being killed every day for many decades now. In no way does the Palestine flag represent what Hamas did the other week. Neither do I commend it. I found it really odd. Our fans were allowed to stand with Ukraine and bring those flags in, as well as the club itself selling LFC x Ukraine merchandise in the club shop. But when I held up a Palestine flag during You'll Never Walk Alone, a bunch of stewards rushed me like I had a weapon on me. When I was escorted out, the flag was grabbed out of my hand and was told to take the hoodie off or leave the club. Police were then involved, and my details and seat number was taken and was told to collect my stuff at the end of the game. I was then taken back to my seat in that freezing weather with a t-shirt on. I did have another 2 flags on me, which I decided against getting out, as the whole situation left a sour taste in my mouth. I just wanted the game to be over with so I could get the coach home. However, what hurt the most was the fact that not a single Liverpool fan tried to intervene to help me fight my case, but happily watched. I asked the guy next to me if he wanted to hold the flag with me, and he looked at me like I called him the most derogatory name possible. Empire of the Cops, Farrell Keeling would write, "The treatment of the fans still leaves a rather bitter taste, especially in light of the fact that the club has recently been selling merchandise in support of Ukraine. Surely we then can't be selective in which causes are considered worthy. What does it say about our values as a club if we stay silent on such a matter? Mark my words, future generations will condemn such a stance, and rightly so. Ultimately, I find myself resting on what I believe to be one final crucial point. There is, or should be, a difference between showing solidarity in the interest of keeping the plight of an entire people in the public consciousness and being provocative by, for example, promoting violence and bloodshed.
Similar events unfolded with English Premier League foe Manchester United as well.
At Old Trafford, a fan named Leher wrote on Twitter, 15 years I've been a season ticket holder at this club, and today they assaulted us and threw us out for displaying a Palestinian flag peacefully for 30 seconds at halftime. Let me reiterate, there was no comms prior to the game from Man United to say it wasn't allowed. The stewards below gave no reason, no warning, nothing. Just that we had to leave without reason. They then continued to assault us while feeling empowered by the presence of the police. This club is failing on many levels, but this is beyond low. Every week we have flags. In the last 2 weeks alone, I have seen Greece, Armenia, Cyprus flags in Section 21 with no action, yet a flag is apparently an issue. Atrocious for Manchester United. When we thought the club couldn't get any lower, they did.